Praise is my passion, most high got me flattered. Speaking to my heart, the way it's moving through the patterns. Remind me of the Sabbath, find a quiet place to rest. Read about the sun, blood flowing, there's more than minstrel when I lay the text. That mean I'm covered by the blood in case you missed it. Anti-secular patterns when my rhymes are full of misfits. It's such a delightful truth that I stand on. The roar through my ocean breeze take me away like hell gone. On high ground with my tags on. Bless me from my button up down to the crispy pants that I have on. See the sun I take a glance on. Present myself a living sacrifice, something I'm glad to take a chance on. Shalom, my peoples. Welcome to another great conversation at IMTV Talks. Man, talking with me now, man, is a extremely gifted and talented singer amongst the kingdom. Like, man, it was dope having her on for the first season, so I had to bring her back for the second season. But I am talking with Miss AaliYah Taavi. How you doing?
Shalom, and shalom. I'm doing well. I'm so excited to be here today because, like you said, we've done this before the last season, and that was the first time that someone really reached out to me and asked me to come on the radio station. And so I'm totally excited about this, and I really appreciate it. So I'm ready to get into it.
Man, no problem at all. So the last time we talked, man, we was talking about this amazing single you dropped for everybody. Man, can you reiterate Barak Yahuwah and the impact it made in the kingdom?
Oh man, oh my gosh. That song blew up. I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. I couldn't believe it. It was so well received by the community, and I think it was because it not only had a nice beat, but it was something that was in our Hebraic tongue, and people were looking for things like that, something that would help them teach them, the language, something that they could sing that, makes them feel very connected to the Father. And that's the feedback that I got from that, was that, children, you don't know how many messages I've gotten. It tends to be a huge hit for little, smaller children. So I've had several people reach out to me and say that they sing that song every single day, that their child wants to request that song every day. And I met someone at a show, a little small, tiny little bruise. And they love Barak Yahuwah. And so I was just like, oh, praise to the Most High, that he gave me the courage that I don't speak that language fluently, but enough to be able to minister it to the family, the worldwide family. So all praise to the Most High. It's done so well.
Praises. Yeah, I'm so glad you mentioned children, because my daughter said to tell you she loved that song too. She's still jamming that song, man.
Yes. All praise.
Man. So ever since the album, ever since the single, I see you've been putting in work with a lot of people, man. And one of those people go by the name of Meshach Music. Can you share about your work with Meshach?
Sure, absolutely. So we did a collaboration album together, and it was Hometown Living. And the reason behind this is we ended up finding out, later on into us getting to know one another, that we were both from the same little tiny small town called Hitchcock, Texas. And that was crazy because I don't meet people from Hitchcock because it's tiny. They don't even have a Walmart. And so it's really small. It's still very segregated, this side of the track, these folks on this side of the track, these folks on this side. And so, I'd worked with Meshach previously with some songs that really didn't go too far, I believe, because production wasn't up to, fully up to par. But, you live and you learn. Over time, you learn some things, and you get to know how to fix those things. And so with this past album, it did better, of course, than some of the other ones, but it was a nice time. It really was. The songs that we did, I did one in Hebrew, completely in Hebrew, called Rejoice and Hope, and then the other ones were just like very upbeat, catchy type, songs, like beats that he put together that kind of had like a swag to it. So that was like right up my alley, is that he did that country. He kind of did like a little country kind of hip hop like feel to it. So I enjoyed it. I wrote the hooks, and then I sang a verse, and then he did, rap, things like that. So it was good. It was good. Hometown living.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Meshach. And then from there, man, you done linked up with Hebrew Business, man. How did you get with them?
So last year at the Wall Street event, Big Homie Europe came up to me, and he said that he wanted to work with me on a song. So, I mean, right after that, he ended up contacting me. We exchanged information. He contacted me, and then that's when he said, I have this song for you would be perfect for your voice if you could sing the hook for it. And then originally, I wasn't going to do a verse on the song. I was just going to sing the hook. But I told him, I said, well, I'll try. I said, you want me to do a verse? He actually asked if my husband would do it, but my husband didn't have time. And so I was like, well, I'll do it. I'm not a rapper, but I'll try. Like I'll come up with something like with the beat. And sure enough, trumpet sound took off. It took off. Oh my goodness. I was like, what? I mean, this song, it took off. Even my family that's not in the truth or walking in the way completely loved it. They loved it. It was like able to cross over into even the Christian, I guess our Christian brothers and sisters were able to even receive it too. And so that song, and so I got hooked up with Hebrew Business because I had just been praying about where the Most High wanted me to go. Right. I've been working with Soul Fresh Records for a while, since like 2018. Before she even started advertising or doing Soul Fresh Records. So shout out to Charmin C. That's where I'm at right now, about to record. But I was with Soul Fresh Records for a while, and they'll always be home for me. Soul Fresh and South 71 Music will always be, I always have love for them. But I knew that it was time for me to try to expand and get to some places where I could really get the music to the four corners. And so I talked to Big Homie Europe, and I talked to Zamira Israel. Shout out to Zamira and Bezalel. So we got close and we talked, and so I kind of talked to her. She told me some little pointers and things like that, and she was talk to me about production and different things on how to elevate the music. And so I talked to Big Homie Europe, and I asked him, I said, what would you think about me becoming a part of Hebrew Business? What would you think about that? And he said, okay. He was like, I'm gonna talk to the team, and we pray about it, and then I'm gonna let you know. And it wasn't long after that he came back and he said, me and my wife talked about it, we prayed about it, and we would love to have you on the team. And so I was like, okay, all praises to the Most High, because I didn't know what level, and I still didn't, even with that, I was like, oh, okay, so I talked to Charmin about it. I asked her what she thought, and she said, I think that that's a good idea, because yes, you're going to always work with me, of course. Her and I are not only do we work together, we're friends and we're sisters. So we do a lot together all the time. And so she was like, I think that would be it's a good business move. Do what you need to do to get it out there more. And sure enough, as soon as Trumpet Sound came, jumped on board with them, it's been So I know that it was the Most High's will, because it's been one thing after another, brother. I mean,
Man.
collab after collab after collab. So all praises to the Most High. Praises.
Man, yeah, shout out to all praises indeed, man. Shout out to Hebrew Business, you, Gerb, and shout out to One Flesh. They was on the show recently.
Yes. Yes.
Man, and speaking of collabs, I want to bring up an amazing project you made a guest appearance on, because I had this person on the show not too long ago as well, and you was blessed with a chance to sing on the Letter to the Gentiles album. Can you share about that and working with her too?
Woo! First of all, so everything
shout out to her.
Oh my gosh, her 2.0. That's my brother from another mother. Like, my brothers have been so good to me in this season. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, I talked to my husband about this, and I told him, never in my life have I had so many brothers that just pushed me, like, into what I need to do, like being like, come on sis, you can do it, come on sis, let's stretch you, come on, you can do this, so he reached out to me. I met him last year when we went to the third annual Mississippi Hebrew festival. Okay, so when I went last year, I met him there. He performed, and after that he said, hey, I would really like to work with you. If you don't mind, I would love to work with you. And I said, okay. So some time went on, and then he reached out to me earlier this year and said, hey, I have a song that I would really like for you to sing the hook for. Can I send it to you and let me know if you'd be interested? And I said, okay. So he sent me Deliver Us. And oh my goodness, immediately, soon as I heard it, I was like, yes, I'm down. And so that came over to Charmin's house, and then boom, we did Deliver Us. And that song also was extremely well received, and it's still getting, like, I would check like the numbers and stuff, and it's still getting a lot of plays, like from the album. And so I was very pleased. It was such a pleasure working with him. And so actually we Yah willing, we'll be performing that together at the 4th annual Mississippi. Yep, exactly. So I'm looking forward to that. Yes, I had the privilege of being part of that amazing project, and it was
man. And to add to the list, in the midst of all these collabs, you actually dropped a new one on us called Rise and Shine. Can you share about that song?
Yeah, so Rise and Shine came because that was actually the beat comes from One Flesh, by the way. That's who did it for me. And they did the production for it as well, for Rise and Shine. And so that came because, as I've shared before, I deal with some autoimmune stuff, and so I tend to become very inspired when I am kind of like stuck in the bed and I have to like rest and things like that. And so that song came around because I was like, okay, I got to get out of this rut. I'm not feeling good. I just need to get up and move. And the Most High like brought that to me, and he was just like, rise and shine. Come on, daughter. Time to get that work in. So that hook came to my mind, and then I heard the beat, and all came together from there.
Man, true indeed. And also, I had a chance to actually meet you during the summer at the Royal Nation concert. You heard? Man, how did you get linked in with Royal Nation?
So, from the Wall Street event previously, I've kept in contact with Sister Picture. She is so good to me. That was the first time with her. Let me just change something on my phone real fast. I apologize. So she actually, the first time that I performed live was with her. That was my first live performance, and that was last year at the Wall Street event. And so we just kept in contact. I had offered to do worship for them, and because I had done worship for the Mississippi one. And then after that, people were just like, hey, can you guys do worship? We noticed that your assembly does worship, and just always well received with the assembly. So I talked to her about that. We kept in contact all year. And then so she said, yes, you're invited back to come and sing at the Wall Street event again. And I said, okay. And so that's how I ended up becoming, a part of that, is because we just kept in contact with each other that whole time. And she had already told me, yes, you're welcome to come back. So I was able to see you at the Royal Nation concert because I was already there for the Wall Street event. Yeah.
Man, let me just say that night was fun because I was actually making my guest appearance for the first time. That was my first time at Royal Nation. So I'm glad to meet. I'm glad I had a chance to meet you and a lot of other, dope artists that we have in the kingdom.
Yes. It was amazing. And then we went on to doing the truth music. So we also had the truth music. She was involved with that. And that was, I would say, that was my second time performing on a big stage. But I also performed at the F3 event with Big Homie Europe.
F3.
I did in Atlanta. And I did, and Charmin and I and my son did praise and worship for the Shabbat. And so that I just think that the exposure has been just, just coming. Then you had the Light magazine, they've done several pieces for me. And that gave me a lot of exposure too. The fact that they, pushed it and had me to be the beauty of the month. And
I was about to say, look, can you share about that real quick? Beauty of the month. How did it happen?
Well, you know what? Every time we go somewhere, every time I go somewhere, whatever outfit that I choose, I'm always very strategic about whatever I choose because I want to promote modesty, but I want it to be fashionable, because I want us to be able to see that you don't have to look like trash or you know what I'm saying, or a pilgrim or a slave or something like that for you to be modest and beautiful still, And so I'm very strategic on what I pick. And so every time I go somewhere, even at the Wall Street event or wherever I go, people are like, where you get your clothes from? I'm like, if you only knew, I shop bargain.
Man.
But, put it all together and everything. And so Sister Delta, she was like, girl, when we went to the F3, she was like, boy, you be dressing. And I was like, oh, praise to the Most High. She said, you be putting your stuff together with your fringes and stuff. And so once I learned how to sew my fringes on, because I normally just would wear zits, or if somebody put fringes on something, then I would do it because I didn't know how to sew. And so I was just like, okay. So Demira actually taught me how to sew my fringes. I went over there one day and she was like, okay, we're gonna fringe some stuff out. So she helped me to get all my stuff fringed for the Wall Street event. And then after that, since I learned how to do it, I just started putting it on all my stuff. And so she just really loved it, Sister Delta. She was like, man, you look good. This is beautiful. Plus I had lost a bunch of weight because I went plant-based for my health. For that long period of time, I went plant-based. That's a whole nother thing because I went through Yaki. I did the cleanse and stuff like that through him, and then I went ahead and just continued with my plant-based diet. But they reached out to me and they said, hey, just wanted to let you know that you became the beauty of the month. And I was shocked. I was like, what? on the beauty of the month. I didn't even know. Okay, I was like, all praise to the Most High. I receive it. And I think what was so beautiful about it, to be honest with you, is that I grew up where dark skin was not beautiful. You know, that was always something that, you know, people had to say, and it seemed like it was always like people of other nations that would tell me how beautiful I was, but it was not. And of course, like my parents or something, but like even within my family, you know, I'm the darkest one, and so they always had something to say about my skin being dark and, you know, all that type of stuff. So I really didn't grow up feeling beautiful in my skin. So this season alone has been just like healing and like super enlightening to be like, okay, well, I'm beautiful in the Most High's eyes, with my dark skin. You know, like that doesn't make me less or make me, you know, but that's just colorism. You know what I'm saying? That's just colorism here in America, and just remnants of slavery and, you know, all of those things. It talks about it in the scriptures. I believe it's in Solomon that she says, don't judge me because of my dark skin, because she worked outside, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, it's something that's been, because it was I guess a class thing at one point too. If you had darker skin, that meant you worked outside. If you had lighter skin, that meant you worked inside. So it was just all of that colorism that just made me not feel beautiful. So it really touched me. It really did touch me. And then after that, just yesterday, I got reached out to by Covered Girls. I don't know if you heard of that magazine through the Israelite community, but they have a magazine called Covered Girls. And she reached out to she reached out to me yesterday. First, they had featured my husband and I because the month was Hebrew Love month for them. Yeah, so they reached out to me and they featured my husband and I because I had made a post about how much I loved him and how he does for me and helps me out through these illnesses and stuff that I deal with. He's always like, he's my shofar, he's my number one supporter. He does everything, you know, he does everything when I have those down days. Yeah, he really does. And so she, you know, reached out and said, we would like to have you as a featured in, you know, our Covered Girls magazine. And I was like, sure, you know, so after the feast days, I look forward to also doing that as well. So yeah, it's just been, I'm telling you, brother, it's been like one thing after another. It's like Barack Yahuwah hit, and then it was just like
man, well, let me just say, look, in moderation, not moderation, even in modesty, you're killing it.
Oh, praises to the Most High.
Man, thank the Most High, look, for bringing that beauty out of you, man, for real.
Oh,
man,
praises.
So, man, no, all praises. So, Barack Yahuwah, the album, working with the brothers, linking with Hebrew business, being featured in the magazines. What more can we look forward to from AaliYah Taavi?
Oh my gosh. Woo! Sharma can tell you. I am busy. So to I guess to sum it up, I did you know, Simcha Yahu did Eclectic, her album, right? I'm on there, by the way.
For sure.
Yep. I am. I have a feature on that, the second volume that's going to be coming out. I'm also featured on there. So that's coming out. A song called Great is Yahuwah. And so we're together with her son as well on that particular collab. I have an EP that's going to be dropping, Yah willing, in December timeframe, called Covenant Love. And it's gonna be something totally different than what you guys have ever heard from AaliYah. Beats are different. It's a whole different feel. I still have some music that's being made for one of the songs, so that's the only thing that I'm waiting on. Shout out to Eddie Keys. He's a local producer and piano player that I linked up with through my aunt, who plays the piano at one of the churches, or the organ. and he's her piano player. So she linked me up with him. So he's working on some things. That's where I recorded the last song. Excuse me. That's where I recorded the last song, which is Provider. I performed that at the Truth Music Award show. It was the very last song that I did. Kind of gave the people a taste, but it hasn't dropped yet. But I did plan on dropping that as a single to promote the album. And then the last thing, and the thing that I'm the most excited about, is the Sister album. So Charmin and I decided to do an album together, and the Most High kind of dropped in my spirit, hey, why don't you invite some other sisters onto this album and kind of make it like a whole big collaboration album. So we have artists like Simcha Yahu, Nava Shavi, AaliYah Taavi, we have Arabad, we have Jasmine Israel, we have Faith in Israel, we have Yapa Q. On one of the songs that Charmin and I performed at the event, at the Truth Music, we did a little snippet of a song called Spiritual Combat. That has myself, Charmin, and Yapa Q on there. So it's really coming together very, very well. We even have Adina Yasharala from, Moshe's wife. And so it's I'm so excited about this because we're also gonna turn this into a musical / play. Yeah. So this is about to be, it's something different. Israel Magazine is actually going to do all of the casting calls and all of that stuff for it. And it's not going to be a huge long play, but it's going to just be based off of the album. So we'll have like dialogue, some little dialogue and stuff, just like a musical. And then we'll put it together. I spoke with Haji Go Lightly. He just did Consequences and released that to the worldwide family. So I spoke to him. He gave me some pointers on some things to do. So I'm so excited about that. Now the play, that's going to take a little bit longer, the musical / play. That's going to take a little longer to come out with. So the album will probably drop first, and then the play will come after that, because we're still working on characters and building, that. So I'm totally excited. So excited about that. Yeah, I am.
Man, can't wait to hear and see everything, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And my husband actually featured on 2 of my songs on the EP that is going to drop. So you guys get to hear my husband. He raps on one and he does like a hook on it. Yeah.
Man, this is awesome news. I can't wait. Man, well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another great conversation. IMTV Talks, Joel Judah, Miss AaliYah Taavi. Thank you once again for coming through and bringing us all the great news, man.
It's a lot. and not to mention, on top of that, my soap and lotion business that I have, that I used to just do local stuff for, actually got hired by a sister who does, she's a small business owner, so she wanted me to be a part of her boxes. So now I'm part of a monthly subscription for her boxes, and she's opening up a storefront, and I'll also be in that store, and it's going to be there in Dallas. So I'll definitely give you guys more as it comes.
Coming back to the DFW.
Yeah, I'll be frequenting there a lot.
Man, that's what's up, man. I can't. Once again, can't wait to hear and see everything that comes out. Once again, all praises to the Most High, man, just for all the great things that, he's doing for you and, providing through you amongst the kingdom.
I'm totally grateful.
For sure. So, man, I know you got a busy schedule. You got to get back to it. So we going to check out and bump some this righteous music. This your friendly neighborhood DJ by the name of J.U.L. Judah. Checking out with AaliYah Taavi. I just want to say much love. Continue to love the Most High, love each other, and love yourselves. Take care, everybody.
Hello.
Shalom.
South 71 Music.
Barak Yahuwah, O Nefeshi, Barak Yahuwah, O Nefeshi, Barak Yahuwah, O Nefeshi, O Nefeshi, Barak Yahuwah, O Nefeshi, Barak Yahuwah, O Nefeshi, Barak Yahuwah, O Nefeshi, O Nefeshi. Barak Nefeshi, Yahuwah, Korebi, Shem, Koresh, Shem, Koresh. Barak Nefeshi, Yahuwah, Korebi, Shem, Koresh, Shem, Koresh. Ga'al, Sha'al, Hi, Ater, Chisera, Chisera, Ga'al, Sha'al, Hi, Ater, Chisera, Chisera, Barak Nefeshi, Yahuwah, Korebi, Shem, Koresh, Shem, Koresh. Barak Nefeshi, Yahuwah, Korebi, Shem, Koresh, Shem, Koresh. Saba, Tov, Adi, Hadash, Nishene Uri, Nishene Uri, Saba, Tov, Adi, Hadash, Nishene Uri, Nishene Uri. Barak Nefeshi, Yahuwah, Korebi, Shem, Koresh, Shem, Koresh. Barak Nefeshi, Yahuwah, Korebi, Shem, Koresh, Shem, Koresh. Asa, Zedaka, Yahuwah, Mishpat, Kol Asar, Asa, Zedaka, Yahuwah, Mishpat, Kol Asar. Barak Nefeshi, Yahuwah, Korebi, Shem, Koresh, Shem, Koresh. Barak Nefeshi, Yahuwah, Korebi, Shem, Koresh, Shem, Koresh. Bless Yahuwah, oh my soul, and all that's within me. Bless His holy name. Bless Yahuwah, oh my soul, and all that's within me. Bless His holy name. Bless Yahuwah, oh my soul, and all that's within me. Bless His holy name. Bless Yahuwah, oh my soul, and all that's within me. Bless His holy name. Bless Yahuwah, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. Bless Yahuwah, oh my soul, and forget not all His benefits. Who forgives all your iniquities, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from destruction, who crowns you with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfies your mouth with good things, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles.
South 71 Music.
What's going on, my people? IMTV Talks. Matter of fact, this is IMTV. This is the news part of the show. This is IMTV News. I got my great friend, Miss Angie, up in here. Yeah.
What's up, world? It's your girl, Miss Angie from the radio. I get to hang out today with my guy. Listen, this is my guy right here. Jay is my guy. When I tell you this guy is amazing, this guy is amazing. This is my homeboy. This is my DJ. Everywhere I go, he go too. That part. What's up, Jay?
Man, everything good. So the reason why I wanted you to come on the show is because you got some amazing news that I want you to share with everybody, and just, fill everybody in on these amazing events we got coming up. So the floor is yours.
Well, again, it's your girl, Miss Angie from the radio. Now listen, we getting ready to make history come to Friday, November the 1st. We're getting ready to make history because it's the month of November. And yes, we're going to get the black first female president in the country. That's how it's going to turn out. But I just want y'all to understand, November is such an amazing month. November, I came to tell y'all, man, listen, I campaign for life. I campaign about life. I campaign about this thing that makes me laugh, cry, and it hurts. It's called diabetes. Diabetes is one of the worst diseases in the world. It's a real bad disease. And I just come on here to educate and to teach everybody that diabetes is not our friend. It ain't your friend. It ain't your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncles, and your nieces, and your nephews. It is not our friend. I want everybody to understand that diabetes kills every day. It starts from 5 symptoms that we walk around with. I got diagnosed 4 years ago at the age of 50. I just look a mess, but I clean up well. I got diabetes 4 years ago at the age of 50, and diabetes changed my whole life. And when I tell you it changed my life, it changed my life. This is not my life, it's a lifestyle. I am a type 1. Most people are type 2s. I'm insulin dependent. But I just want to share with you guys some of these symptoms, because we walk around with these symptoms, and once the symptoms are gone, we blow it off, but then it comes back again. So I want to enlighten you guys with at least 5 symptoms. And if you got these symptoms, you don't have to guess whether or not if you are diabetic. There is no such thing as being a borderline diabetic. Either you are or you're not. There is no such great thing. Either you are or you not. So I had gotten phone calls because I've been campaigning for 4 years now about making awareness about diabetes. Because it is, and it affects Black people, it affects Mexicans, it affects African white people. It is not a race thing, it is not a color thing, it is not an age thing. Diabetes is just diabetes. So I want to give you a few signs of if you are diabetic. And Jay, I know you're a diabetic, so some of this you might be able to say, yay, you have experienced, some of this. But I want y'all to understand, if you find yourself thirsty, you just drinking all the time, you just need water all the time, like throughout the whole day. You just need water. You wake up the next day and you just feel thirsty. You in the middle of the night because you just need water. It is a sign of being a diabetic. If you find yourself up in the middle of the night because you got to go to the bathroom, you can't stop going to the bathroom. Most people mistake this as a urinary tract infection. They got a bladder infection, yeast infection. That's not what that means, people. It is a sign of diabetes. Now, this a killer one. If you go to bed and you wake up and your mouth is so dry that you trying to get all the water that you can, we call it paste mouth, because it's like paste in your mouth. It is a sign of diabetes. This a good one. If you find yourself eating all day, some of y'all might be taking tests, some of y'all go to school, some of y'all gotta work overnight, and you just hungry, and you don't know why. You just gotta eat. It is a sign of being a diabetic. Now, this is my one that gets me every time. If your legs and your feet are hurting you so bad, it feels like muscle spasms, or your toes, they ball up, they separate. It is a sign of diabetes. They call it neuropathy. When I tell you, we as Black people, we have these symptoms and we blow it off, and it'll come back, we'll blow it off. But by the time you find out, you a full-fledged diabetic. And these symptoms is something we don't even take. We take so lightly. That's why we keep blowing it off. So when you find out you're a diabetic, you in shell shock. And you had the symptoms all along. So, you know, this November's my month, man. I'm campaigning for this thing called diabetes, man, because it hurts. It makes me laugh. It makes me cry. Diabetes is bad, and it, for me, is one of the worst diseases in the world, because you have to understand, sugar is from the brain to the sole of the feet. It is your liver, your kidneys, it's your eyes, it's your mouth, it's your muscles, your vein. I mean, every organ in the body is affected when you are diabetic. So, you know, I'm just here to talk about it. I'm here to be about it. I just want the world to know what it is. And this is something else. Diabetes is mental. Listen to me. Diabetes, it is a mental thing. It is so mental. Just the honest God truth. Y'all can Google this. When I got diagnosed in Georgia, the ATL, Georgia. Warner Robins making the ATL, Atlanta, Georgia. Big up to the A. Y'all better get y'all some friends, because we about the A, baby. So when I tell you diabetes is just bad, it's bad. Did you know when you become a diabetic, connected to you automatically, depression kicks in? This is what I went to class. I had to take class. I didn't take like a one-day class. I took a class for 6 weeks about being a diabetic, because it affects your whole entire life. It is mental. They offer me weed. Y'all know the weed we can smoke, the edibles. This is what they offer for the state of Georgia. It ain't nothing but $500 a copay, and you get it the rest of your life. No matter where you live, you get it the rest of your life, because they know and understand that you cannot separate depression from diabetes. You don't have time to get a pen and paper. You don't have time to rewrite your life. You don't have time to sit down and to make decisions. What do we know about healthy eating? Nothing. What do we know about exercise? Nothing. If these people would have told us years ago that if we just walk 30 minutes a day, our health would be okay. If these people told us eat more vegetables than going to fast food and eating fried food, that this would be better for us in the long haul, we would have done those things. These people didn't educate us. I just so happened to get diabetes 4 years ago at the age of 50. And I have learned so much. Medicine is not my friend. I feel like I'm the pharmacy. That's how bad it is. If you run out of something, call me so I can fill y'all prescriptions, because I got so much of it. Like it's just I'm just in shell shock about this disease, because this disease, it hurts. It makes me cry. It makes me laugh. In the crate, this is the sad part. Y'all know how many celebrities and millionaires that I have researched. 65 of them are diabetic. And one of the main ones in the spotlight is my man Bootsy. Bootsy is a diabetic, man. Patti LaBelle, diabetic. These people, they don't use their platform enough to talk about this disease that's killing us. These people on worldwide platforms. We ought to be so educated when it comes to being a diabetic. because they educate you about breast cancer awareness. They give you a whole 30 days to celebrate breast cancer awareness. Well, diabetes don't work like that for the month of November. They put me in a month where it's election, it's Black Friday, it's Thanksgiving, and then we get to talk about being a diabetic. It is not fair. I ask questions. How do I get this bill passed where we get 30 days to talk about being a diabetic? You know how many signatures I would need? 1 million signatures. That's from 50 states. 1 million signatures. But breast cancer awareness, they didn't do it. This Susan, the white lady, woke up one morning and had breast cancer. She went all the way to the White House. She went to her governor. She went to everybody that she could. This became a business. This was no longer about campaigning for breast cancer. This became a $1 billion business doing breast cancer awareness. And I can't get people that look like me, you, the Mexicans, the Africans, the Chinese. I can't get our people to talk about being a diabetic. It hurts my feelings. I go to bed with it. I walk around with it. I wake up to it every day. I don't get a break from being a diabetic. I am a diabetic with diabetes, and my life has changed dramatically. I have been at hair loss. I have lost a tooth. I have been at weight loss, and my depression is real because this ain't something that I asked for. I just collapsed one day. Blood tells you everything about your body. These people ain't gotta go do all this research. Blood tells you everything that is wrong with you in your body. And these people came back and told me the day that I collapsed. They thought that I had a stroke. I didn't remember my name. I didn't know my name. I didn't know where I was. Just so happened a nurse knew who I was. I didn't know who she was, but she knew who I was. They took it to social media. They had to find my children. They had to find somebody that knew me, so somebody could come help me because I just didn't know who I was. Dorothea is my chef in Georgia. They had to call Dorothea to come see me, and I still didn't recognize her automatically. It took some hours before I was able to say what is going on and why I'm here. Like, this how real it was. My sugar was 680. 700, I'm in a diabetic coma. From the time I've been diagnosed, I run high numbers, 300, 400s, and 500, sometimes 600. But when I get to the 200s and 100s, I have the shakes as if I'm having a seizure of some sort. I can't connect. I don't understand my surroundings. And I feel so lost mentally because my sugar drops from high to low and my body has never caught up with low numbers. It only recognizes high numbers. That's why I tell people, if you are diabetic and you know people that are diabetic, you got to check up on these people. This is the only life we got, and when it's gone, it's gone. We wake up every day feeling some type of way because this disease don't rest. It everywhere we go, it goes to. In our sleep, we up in the middle of the night. During our day hours, and it's just every day. I wish I could take a break from being a diabetic. I wish I can change positions with somebody and be a type 2 and not a type 1. I take insulin shots around the clock. That's how bad it is. At one point, my stomach was so sensitive because that's all I do is just shoot myself all day. I had a moment last year where they kept talking to me about amputating my right leg. My legs have never bothered me until last year. I just woke up one day and my leg was hurting me so bad. They tell me my arteries was only functioning 37% in my leg. They tell me one of my veins is wrapped around my muscle. You got 5 major muscles in your leg, and my vein is wrapped around the muscle in my thigh. My thigh was swollen so big, it hurted just to walk. It hurted to go to the bathroom, to get in the shower. I don't see regular doctors because I'm a type 1. I have to go see specialists. So with that being said, I just had surgery this year twice in 1 month about my leg. I'm not finna let y'all cut off my leg. I was 53. I just turned 54. I'm not finna let y'all cut my leg off. This the only right leg I got. And I don't get this leg back if y'all cut it off. So for me, my mental had kicked in. I was in a bad place last year mentally because my diabetes won't leave me alone. My diabetes bother me. I'm not the only one, but I can tell you my story. I'm not the only one. I talk for people that don't know how. I talk for people that don't know. I don't understand how we are a group of people that's fighting a disease and yet nobody talks about it. So God didn't design me like that. I'm cut a little different. So when I went in surgery, because mind you, I don't have no real blood flow to my right leg. My leg hurts me. I seen 3 major specialists. I left the state of Texas to go see the one. So I went with the one that I saw out of town in Missouri. And what he told me was, Angela, this is the only leg you got. There are some other methods because some states are so keyed up on amputation because it's about insurance money. It's about insurance, and they know that they can get it. But I'm not finna let you take my leg from me. This is the only right leg I got. I was 53 at the time. I'm 54. I'm not finna let y'all take my leg. I got some work I gotta get done. That mean I can't go around and hit my whoa. That mean I can't go do my dance. It's like, I'm not finna let you do that. So he said, Angela, we recommend that you try a stimulator. Let me tell y'all about the stimulator, because some days I cry because I have been stopped. This stimulator is a device, probably no bigger than this. It is a device. And this device is in my back. But these wires are connected to my spine. This is how real it is. It is connected to my spine. I walk around with a remote control. It's a remote control. I have to charge this remote control every 14 days. Lord forbid if I miss that 14 days and this device go dead. It takes hours just to get it back on. It takes hours, like just for me to charge one port, then have to charge another point, because it's like a 2-step in charging the thing. So when they first put it in, they said, okay, my back was sore for weeks. My leg had hurted for weeks. I couldn't walk right away, like, cause I was just sore. Like, literally, I was so sore from my back and my leg. I couldn't lay on my stomach cause everything was just hurt. So I had to literally lay on my left side. Thank God for Ashley. Thank God for the pillows. I had a pillow committee, like, cause these people just came to see about me. So when they first put it in on the right side, they come back and say, Angela, we're going to put it in on the left side. So I had to go back to surgery in the same month. So they cut me again to put wires on my spine just to control my left leg. When I tell y'all diabetes is terrible, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemies, because diabetes is just really bad, man. And it hurts. It don't feel good sometimes. And it came with depression automatically. And some days I'm good mentally. Some days I'm not. the medicine that they got me on, all these different insulins. I don't been on 12 different insulin pens. 12. It is just unbelievable. But they say I need these shots in order to stay alive. This is what they tell me. Well, today I didn't feel like taking insulin because I'm tired. My stomach is tender. Some days I just need a break because these people don't understand. Because everybody's body is different. So sometimes these people don't understand. But for me, this is the only life I got. And if nobody loves me, this is the only life I got. So I got to make it work for me because it ain't for nobody else. I got this disease for whatever reason, but I just know that this God that I serve, this God that loves me, he sits with me. He comes to visit me to assure me that no matter what happens on my journey, I did it my way with the help of the Lord. So, it's a lot to being a diabetic, man. My eyes bother me. I had one of the best eye doctors and she left Texas. I'm in shell shock because I haven't found me an eye doctor that I want. One thing I would tell anybody that's a diabetic, you get to pick and choose your doctor. See, ain't nobody picking no more doctors for me because I tried it that way. I tried let them just send me. No, I started learning how to do research and get the doctors that I want. I fired all of my doctors and went to go get me a whole new squad of doctors. USMD, that is them are my doctors. They see me so much. My A1Cs is 16, 17, 18. Sometimes they can't even read them because my sugar, it's just out of control. I've been at this for 4 years and not one doctor that I have ever seen know how to help me with my diabetes. So today, I didn't feel like taking shots this morning and I didn't. Today for lunch, I had vegetables and I had some soup. I ain't feel like taking no shots today. I'm finna get ready to take me a good shower. I'm finna go downstairs and get me some steaks and vegetables. Cause today I just don't want to take no shots, man. I'm tired. I just don't want these shots today because they hurt me sometimes. My stomach is sore. It's tender. And sometimes these people believe it's a game. I'm living what I'm talking about. I just wish that everybody knew how to support people like me, people that are diabetics. We suffer in silence with diabetes because it is a mental thing. Some days my mood swings are up and down. Some days I'm forgetful with some things. And I just feel like as time goes on, only thing I got to hold on to is God. That's it. I don't have nothing else. Lord, today ain't a good day for me. This is what I have to tell. Lord, today ain't a good day. Lord, my eyes bother me. I need for you to open my vision so I can see clearly. Like this, how real this is. And a lot of people just don't understand it. So, the only time I get to feel free of my diabetes, the only time I get to disconnect from my diabetes mentally, the only time I get to disconnect from my diabetes is when I'm on the microphone. When I'm on the microphone, man, it's a feeling that I thrive for. It is something that I feel free of my diabetes for that period, for that second, for those hours, because God gifted me with this gift. I understand my gift. I know how to use my gift. They say I get to walk in the room. White people love me, black people, Chinese, man, everybody, because I get to walk in places. I just get to be me, and can't nobody beat me being me. When I tell you this girl is a beast on the microphone, when I tell you God has made room for my gift, this the only time. I had missed so much time this year because I was trying to recover with my back and my leg. I'm climbing up the walls because I felt confined in 4 walls that I couldn't get out of mentally. So when I came back out this year, I'm better than what I was last year. And when I tell you this girl, me, I just look a mess. But honey, when I have to clean up, y'all be like, damn, look at Miss Angie. Like, because I get to be free in me. I get to be free from this thing that hurts me, this thing that makes me cry. I hate it. I hate it for people that got it. Diabetes is terrible, man. And we just gotta educate. We gotta know. We gotta know. You know, a type 2 can become a type 1, but I can never be a type 2 because I'm a type 1. I can't go backwards. I'm stuck with taking shots the rest of my life, and I don't want to take them every day. I don't care what they say no more, because this ain't about them. This is about me. This is about how I feel. This is about what hurts me. And I can explain it to my doctor and them over and over, and they still don't understand it because this is my body. This diabetes hurt. It hurts physically. It hurts mentally. And I'm just like, it shell shocked sometimes that I just feel like the world don't care, man. This world that we live in, they just don't care. They don't care about people that have diabetes. I fight for this. I campaign for this. And this is my life. Every day, this is my life. And I don't get to disconnect from being a diabetic. I don't. I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I just want everybody to understand what this is. I want you to check up on your people. Check up on your family members that have diabetes, because we suffer in silence with diabetes. We suffer in silence with being a diabetic, with this depression. Like, it is real life. It will cause you to feel like you're the only somebody that's fighting, or it will make you feel like don't nobody care. But I know people love me. I know that people see about me. I just need the world to recognize that diabetes is just important as breast cancer awareness. It's just as important as prostate cancer. Diabetes is killing Black people. It's not our friend. Amputation, going to dialysis, no, I just need y'all to know, man, like, this is real life. And I'm not excusing my tears, because it's just how I feel. I'm not gonna apologize for my emotions, because this is what it is for me every day. Like, I just need somebody to understand that diabetic lives, we matter, you know? Mm-hmm. How come we can't matter on a national level like breast cancer awareness? How come we can't be that? How come we can't do it for 30 days like everybody else? How come we can't do it? Breast cancer awareness is no better than being a diabetic. Like, I don't understand it when diabetes is the worst one, because it affects everything from the brain to the feet. So I don't understand it, but, you know, it doesn't stop me from, you know, talking about it every chance I can. You know, I love you, Jay, for always allowing me to be me, you know, and invite me to be on these platforms. But, you know, anytime I get an opportunity to talk about being a diabetic, I want the world to know, because this is real life for me. This is my life. And there are so many people in the world that are like me, but ain't nobody talking. What they gonna do? Put me out? I already been paid. Put me out there, because I get to talk about this thing, you know. So, you know, diabetes is bad, man. So, you know.
Man, and if I could add to the testimony, like, all praise to the Most High, He is indeed giving you the spirit of connection. I'm not sure what that is. But can you still hear me?
Yeah.
But yeah, the Most High is indeed giving you the spirit of connection, and even with what you go through, you still got the power to make us laugh, be joyful, and have a great time whenever we come together for events, man. So I'm blessed, to have you as a friend. I'm thankful for the friendship.
Amen. Yeah. I tell anybody I got one of the best DJs in the world. Cause every time my phone rings, I say, "Hey, who y'all DJ? Don't worry, I got my DJ. I'm bringing them with me." Because I love you so much. I tell everybody, for you to have said yes from the very first moment. I said I'm taking them everywhere I go. And there's been so much growth over the years. I've been with you now for what, 3-4 years. Like we putting in some time. I remember when we had to go all the way down to this little town, through these little towns. I said, Jay, I said, listen, I said, we gonna zoom through this little town, we gonna slow down in this one, but anywhere I go, I don't want anybody, and I know everybody, but I tell them I got one of the best DJs in the world, man. And I just thank you for being who you are. Now, with that being said, November the 16th is my diabetes awareness event. I got one of the biggest events. If 5 people showed up, it's still one of the biggest events in the world because it's about acknowledging diabetes awareness. So November the 16th, we going to start at River Legacy Park. All of my 3 wheels, my Corvette clubs, my Mustangs, it's going to be amazing. So we'll start at Texas Live at 11. The pull-off is at 11:30. Big up to Arlington Police Department because I had to get them to block some streets and it's just been so much. But I thank God for the FBI because I got some friends. I had to call the FBI. It was like, hey, I need some help. I really need for you to come help me. So even the FBI, that don't mean y'all can show up with bad tags and all. Don't worry, I got you. Ain't nobody going to jail on that day. I got you. So we'll pull off at 11:30 from Texas Live. It's like 11-12 minute ride from Texas Live to River Legacy Park. So you're my DJ, but I want you to know that we are acknowledging you at this diabetes awareness event. Yeah, man. Sometimes I think people forget about you and I when we go host parties and they giving out gift bags and all. I tell people now, hey, y'all giving out any gift, me and the DJ better be in the gift bag too.
For real.
They'll feed us, but when they giving out gift bags, we gonna start getting them too. That's gonna be a part of my contract. Don't give out any bags now unless me and my DJ get them too. So when we get to River Legacy Park, Mayor Ross of Arlington, he'll be there. Some other city officials. Big up to the judge, she in the building. Big up to the Hispanic Coalition, they in the building. My girl Rebecca, one of the best poets in the country. Even Rebecca is in the building. Big up to all the 3-wheel movement, the Corvette Club. Now listen, I had some people to call and say, Miss Angie, we want to ride our bicycles. I said, well, what kind of bicycle you got? He said, Angie, our wheels light up, our handlebars, they got bass and sound. I told him to come on and come. So, this is a family event, and again, we got some of the best speakers. We're going to show you how to eat healthy. You get to sample eating healthy food. We're going to show you how to exercise. We're going to show you how to yoga. the basics of doing yoga, and we're gonna also show you how to meditate, because meditation is good for the mind. Because again, we talk about depression, and you should know how to relax the mind and all of them good things. And then I got USMD. Big up to my look, they my staff. They work for me. Big up to some of my nurse practitioners because they on program. And then I just got counselors, they on the program. So this is an awareness where you really get to come in here and you get to ask questions, and they're gonna honor me with a proclamation, from the city of Arlington. So in return, I just want to recognize everybody. We're gonna do the balloon release. I need 125 balloons. Hey, anybody want to be a sponsor? Help this chick out. I need some balloons. So we're gonna sign. You're gonna write your name on a balloon, and probably like 145. We're gonna release all these balloons to the atmosphere like we did before. Remember, it was only 7 of us, and remember, 7 balloons got caught up in the tree. Only thing God said that it was completed, man. I was with it. So I'm super excited about that. I got a few vendors. We are selling diabetes t-shirts. I'm encouraging everybody to buy one, get one, because diabetes starts November the 19th. This event starts November the 16th. So on November the 19th, we asking everybody around the country to wear yellow, red, or blue, because these are our colors, yellow, red, and blue, that represent diabetes. So it's gonna be an amazing month, man. I'm so glad tomorrow's the last day for October, so I can get to the month of November. And it's just gonna be amazing. If you want to make a donation, feel free. But I just need people to come and show up so you can be educated on how to help your people, how to see about your people on their mental when it comes to being a diabetic mind. So that's pretty much where I'm at, Jay. So, I know you and I got some other events for December. So I'm real excited, man. So I'm just praying to God and, pretty much letting God be my voice and, opening my eyes and, because I told him, I feel like my hearing, like it's something going on with my hearing. My kids can be standing in front of me and I'll be like, what? Like, what did you, like, I just missed it. Like my ears even bother me. So, if I got to get some hearing aids, you better turn the bass all the way up so I can just stump my feet. But man, it's just life, and sometimes life be lifing. But at the end of the day, I know who I belong to. I know God loves me, and I know He gonna see about me. I don't know how He feel about nobody else. I just know how He feel about me. So, but yeah. So when I see you on the 16th, wear yellow, red, or blue, just know we're gonna recognize you, because you've been with me for a long time, and very seldom you tell me no. Very seldom I be like, Jay, hey, I signed us up, and you be like, I'm with it. So I love you in real life, in real time. And, I always tell you, however I can be assistance to you, let me know. But when I tell you I appreciate the things that you have done for me, I mean that in my heart. Because I don't allow any other DJ to tell me they the best when I know I got the best DJ in the country. That's what I tell them, that boy.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you are right with me, my guy. You are all right. So, yeah. Other than that, that's all I got, That's all I got. I know it seemed like a lot, but that's all I got. So,
it's all to the good. Everything that was said needed to be heard. So for everybody that's in Dallas, November 16th, man, get ready. Breakfast, Diabetes Awareness.
That boy. They better show up and get in where they can fit in. I had to pay the FBI to block off streets. Boy, these people better show up. Like,
man,
it's gonna be amazing, man. So, you know, however God see fit is how it's gonna be. But anytime God is at the forefront, I can't fail, you know. So I just be glad when tomorrow come on and come so I can hit November the 1st. So I can be like, well, the countdown is real. So yeah, I'm super excited. So yeah, it's good. So yeah.
For sure. Well, man, actually we about to get into the anthem, Diabetes Awareness Anthem. Yeah. I thank y'all for tuning in to IMTV Talks and IMTV News. This is your friendly neighborhood DJ. My name is J.L. Judah, signing out. I just want to say much love. Continue to love the Most High, love each other, and love yourselves.
Amen.
Everybody.
I love you, Jay.
Love you too.
Oreo cookie double.
Steve, let me get a little more music in my ear, Steve. Let me get a little more music in my ear. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here it is. Listen. Look, cause it's your girl, Miss Angie on the mic, right? I brought all of my friends. We finna get it right. We talking diabetes squad up. That's right. And look around in the room cause you see us right. We finna bring you the heat because I got it right. I'm talking 5 symptoms that you got right. We talking eyes right. We talking legs right. We talking hungry, girl, you gotta eat right. We talking exercise and gotta walk right. I'm trying to let them know this is how the story go. Cause it's your girl, Miss Angie from the radio.
Straight about the dirty south, I'm the one you heard about. Cage your back up in the booth, go on spreading word of mouth. Used to spit by trapping and capping and pulling K about you. Nowadays my rapping, no capping, I'm just gonna pray about you. Diabetes squad up, that's the theme song. Time to educate your team and get your team strong. If diabetes roll up, you can trust it's a must that you gotta knuckle up and get your team on. Solid and deadly killer guaranteed to make you sick. Had you scared for your life like a horror flick. We got a new dilemma, it's killing everybody. Insulin, pins or needles up in everybody. And it don't care about your sex or your age. If you're gay or you're straight, you can still catch a case. So I'ma keep it straight and I'ma lay down the rules. If you play with diabetes, that's a game you lose.
I came out the hood, straight out the hood, but only God could bring me through that. And you already knew that. My mind was stuck to the streets. He say, let me unglue that. I say, go ahead, cause it felt like I was walking around with no head. When I ain't had no bread, I was walking with a low head. Devil had a block on me, couldn't think past my forehead. But now I'm open-minded, along with open-hearted. And everywhere I go, I start a Holy Ghost party. Homie, what you doing? I know you're feeling my music, but do more than pop your head. Start jumping and stomping to it. Don't worry about the haters, let them stand there looking stupid while I'm looking like my father. Spread more love than Cupid. I got it, I do this. Acknowledge who the truth is. The Holy Trinity, the most powerful energy. Learn to love your enemies and pray that they wake up and repent before they go to sleep and don't wake up. Cause it needs too late for the ended before it started. Cause they kicked into heaven with hate for you in their heart. Now listen to me closely. Picture somebody told me if I talk about God too much, ain't no labels gon' won't promote me. I told him first of all, let me put this on the table. Through Christ I could do all things, I need no help from no labels. I'm giving you the truth instead of feeding your fables. And I'm reversing the curse and y'all too used to watch the cable. And some songs are lyrical, this one here is spiritual. This something to listen to, might find you a miracle. Y'all talking material, so I ain't even hearing you. They feed you anything and y'all just eat it up like cereal. Evil ways making evil days seem to follow us. I'm trying to find a highway to heaven. Now who gon' follow us? I hope there's a long list, cause I'm in that water like Jonah. I just hope I don't get swallowed by the wrong fish. Man-made diseases, babies having babies. The world going crazy, but it's all in Revelation. Pay attention, little that I mention. A lot of people acting like they crazy and they Christians. Only on Sunday, leading us the wrong way. Never stopping to think, what if we only had one day? Cause you never know when that one day comes. It's too late to shine on the brothers when you die.
We done stood here with the best of them, way better than the rest of them. This ain't for boasting, it's just the Most High's been blessing us. Act dumb if you want, just know that y'all love is the recipe. Just making it plain for greater lames thinking to test me. But I ain't stressing B, his hand is where the blessings be. And when I need some teaching, he is also where my lessons be. But I'ma speak about the real reason we did this here. Diabetes survivor with a revival, getting our vision clear. Cause it's insane the way our bodies hurt and needed some rejuvenation, the soul cleansing, spiritual bath and body works. Cause I went through it, from the type 2 I was suffering. Had to lose the weight and make a change, had to recover quick. I'm doing fine in due time, and I gotta finish this assignment, that 144, the reason why I be rhyming. My health is better, my vision better, so now I'm grooving. Giving shots out to the movement, cause I'm blessed to keep it moving. Squad,
her fella black about to go in. I got my toe in, I almost kick the dough in. Like hallelujah on full attack, like the reverend that preach on the track, like a reverend. My stepmom, God rest her soul. 2 comas and dialysis took its toll. My little bro and little sissy did not miss, and my wife also really suffers from this neuropathy so deep. I get awakened out of sleep so I can rub her feet. I bet you didn't know it can cause heart attacks and strokes. I bet you didn't know it can cause your kidneys to go sugar free. Got sugar in it, so don't believe that no more. Lo siento, no lo siento, yo mi aido en las calles. Wait, check the beat, it's a blessing. I don't have to check my A1C. And the Spanish that I spoke was sorry, not sorry. I'm gone in these streets, and I'm out.
Living with diabetes is a battle to face. Checking your sugar levels just to keep them in place. Doctor visit, glucose test, it's a never-ending case. Counting carbs and insulin shots your body embrace. Struggling with the highs and lows, but you won't give in. Fighting the fight, but you won't let diabetes win. I educate and advocate. It's time to begin. Spreading the awareness, keep in touch with all of my friends. Diabetes can't break you, you stronger than ever. You a warrior, fighting this battle forever. Despite the odds, stand tall through that gloomy weather. No sugar can hold you down, so gon' break free. Diabetes can't define you, living wild and free. Insulin pumping through your veins, keeping you alive. Thriving with diabetes, the unstoppable drive. The unstoppable drive.
Praise to the Most High. Praise Him. We exalt you. Oh my soul, all my being. Let's go.
Here in the sanctuary, we go dancing, praise the Most High.
Oh my soul.
Here in the sanctuary, we go dancing, praise the Most High.
All my being.
Praise Him. Let's praise. Cause you know we've been good together.
Hallelujah. Psalm 57:9 said, I will praise you most high among the people. Be thou exalted most high above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. We praise you most high for our deliverance from the valley of the dry bones. Dwell in us, your truth empower us. We exalt thee. Death, darkness, and pain took over our minds, bodies, and souls. Hope is in the city, trapped in the field. Pour our baskets, have mercy. Feverish disease oppress. Slaves, no rest. Glory to the Most High. He returned to us. His mercy endures forever.
Here in the sanctuary, we go dancing, praise the Most High.
Oh my soul.
Here in the sanctuary, we go dancing, praise the Most High.
All my being.
Let's give Him the praise. Cause you know we've been good together.
Hallelujah.
Let's give Him the highest praise. Cause you know we've been good together.
To the Most High. We're gonna get the Most High. A mighty shot in the sanctuary. From all of our being. You know He's been good to you. He delivered you. He brought you out. You know He awakened you. From all of our being. Come on. Let's praise the Most High. Come on. Clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Stomp your feet. Yeah. Yeah. I feel the praise over here. Come on. I feel the praise over there. Praise Him. Let me hear you say, oh my soul, oh my soul, all my being, all my being.
Here in the sanctuary, we go dancing, praise the Most High.
Oh my soul.
Here in the sanctuary, we go dancing, praise the Most High.
All my being.
Who disciples the dope boys? These sermons get wheels turning like chauffeurs or Uber drivers. I've been inspired by Obadiah to bring the truth in the game full of open liars. I'm in the lines then, don't need a violin. Ain't no sad song, this a big win. Shh. Mufasa still sleeping. Landed on my feet when they threw me off the deep end. See walking how I be walking. Bruce Banner how they be hawking for the green, but ain't beans talking. I stand firm, my boy. This ain't no lean talking. About face, get on my face when my king talking. Pastor of the street, shepherd the flock. Real estate and stocks, reinvest in the block. Yeah, rain or drought, I keep on serving. Giants better duck, the slingshot still working.
Never wanna work another job in my life, yo. The key to success is the happiness inside. So gotta get up early if you wanna get the ride. Preparation and drive, let the ruach be your guide. Put positive pictures up, visualize it first. Rid yourself of negativity, it'll put you in a hearse. Keep your thirst, expand on your wild ideas. Get some flies out, girl, you can't be scared out here. Most of us hinder ourselves because we lack. We in a conversation that'll put us on track. Instead we cave into the fears and insecurities, doubts, obstacles, and all the possibilities of being more than what we ever dreamed. Let them doors fly open as you imagine your self-esteem. Higher, stronger, best player on the roster. Being better because it is in you to prosper.
Well, this is joy on the track. My sis and I are back. Whether we chop or we flat, dry, we don't lack. Strike a match. We blaze in the dark, creatively spark music with heart. I know you loving these bars. Real people, and like most of these stars. See, when we get together, it's like magic on Mars. Bringing back melodies that don't exist on the charts. And here we are, reviving a lost art. Thanks to Abba, beautiful musical cantata. Thankful for the gift that he gave to his two daughters. Hot like lava, regardless of the trauma in the aqua toasting pina colada.
All the powers is ours, we devour the cowards. Standing strong like a tower, nor the day nor the hour. His return is for certain. Better sure up your worship. Better plan out your purpose, cause your life has been purchased. I walk in blessings, not curses. Yep, I represent Torah. See, my king is Yahusha. Yep, and he goes before us, taking down all our enemies who mistake our identity. In the place of the dynasties where he placed us on bending knee. Calling plays like a quarterback, in the cut like a cul-de-sac. Like Moshe on the mountaintop, coming down to the golden calf. And the tablet